Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you again for inviting us and including us in this very special occasion. I would perhaps on behalf of the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce to reiterate some of our views regarding the particular topic. I think it really gave me a great pleasure to represent KADIN Indonesia, the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce Industry, to share between ASEAN and India, and in the greatest sense, Indonesia, which can join forces together in reaping the benefit of the future in the agriculture and maritime sectors. For ASEAN, agriculture is one of our key engines for economic growth. With our wide variety of food and agriculture crops, a number of ASEAN countries rank as top exporters in products such as rice, fruits, vegetables, and coffee. On top of that, ASEAN is also a global leader in industry crops like palm oil, rubber, nuts, pepper. Consequently, the development of the agriculture sector remains one of the most important areas under ASEAN cooperation. To date, the sector contributes about 25% of total ASEAN GDP and about 25% of total employment in the region. This total ASEAN export in agriculture products has risen from US dollar of 22.6 billion in 2004 to about 75 billion in 2014, or about 232% increase. Despite being one of the most productive agriculture baskets in the world, ASEAN agriculture sector has yet reached its full potential. Potential investor who may leverage against the region balanced climate, fertile land, and a mix of lowland and upland, forests, rivers, and coastlands are likely to find opportunity in crop and livestock production, as well as the management of food supply chain, agriculture infrastructure, and safety and agribusiness. In blue economy, coasts and oceans are some of the most productive ecosystems in the planet, providing an area of services that directly and indirectly support economic activity and growth, such as productions from natural hazard, weather regulation, and many others. In some East Asia countries, the ocean economy can account for about 15 to 20% of its total GDP. 8 of the top 15 fish production countries in the world are in East Asia, which export values for more than 136 billions. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with the advancement of technology and regional interlink, we are enticed with the possibility of going beyond the raw commodities by adding more values to it. Adding value to agriculture and fishery products is worthwhile endeavor because of the higher returns that come with the investment. The opportunity of opening new market and extend the producer marketing season, as well as the ability to create new recognition. Increasingly, value-added products are hitting the local market and taking advantage of higher demand product niches. But when we talk about value agriculture and blue economy, we'll be asking about commercial farming by big corporations, since they are the ones who has the technology to add more on the value to the community. And when we talk about this, we touch the sensitive issue of farmers and fishermen welfare. On the other hand, the benefits of technology and productivity of commercial farming operation cannot be overlooked. There is a feeling that the unvetted growth of commercial farming can harm and render the millions of small and marginal farmers, fishermen, others. Therefore, the biggest challenge is how we want to lead the region. In value-added agriculture, we must first address the issue of technology sharing from big corporations to smallholders. In fishery, the challenge creating value-added products is supporting infrastructure, especially to reduce the discarded by catching and fish processing industry. The maritime links between Southeast Asia and India, as well as with the countries surrounding the Indian Ocean Rim region, have a long historical origin. We are aware of this importance of the region maritime sea lanes, therefore which trade and energy transit from Europe, the Middle East, Central Asia, and Africa. This strategic condition make the region attractive in both traditional and non-traditional threats, such as natural disaster, human smuggling, illegal fishing, and many others. Unfortunately, many of our Indian Ocean Rim states, including ASEAN, lack both the capacity and commitment to address this issue. At the national level, the state face a myriad of internal political and economic challenges which preclude effective regional, sub-regional initiative. One way to address is the dynamic in the India Ocean Rim region is that the need to have great leadership and partnership. The region already has IRA, consisting both India and ASEAN states as the all-encompassing institution. It has the right recipe to lead the region politically to ensure transforming maritime order in the region. Now, all in all, the private sector plays a critical role in building an agriculture industry and blue economy. Across the entire economy, the top 100 environmental externalities for business are estimated to cost about 4.7 trillion a year. Companies increasingly recognize the value inherent in managing environmental and social issues, which could be as high as 25 to 70% of earnings. Therefore, 50 studies now demonstrate that companies leading an environmental and social perform financially outperform their less sustainable peers. Therefore, the agenda forward should focus on exploring possibility of joining research and development, exploring possibility for joint venture, as well as exchange of technology and resources in sustainable and responsible way. We, the leaders, has agreed to fully implement the ASEAN-India Plan of Action, POA, 2011 to 2015. The members reiterate the importance of addressing climate change challenges and to adverse impact on food security. There was also a consensus on greater cooperation and knowledge. In that regard, both ASEAN and India should work together to push value-driven agriculture and blue economy by putting more emphasis on sustainable practice and ideas. Thank you very much.